Well, hello, light travelers. I hope y'all are all doing fantastic today. Outside, it's a cold, dreary, and rainy November day, so today's unboxing and gear review will be in the great indoors. Also, before we get started, I apologize if I don't sound the greatest. I'm a bit under the weather, but nonetheless, we're going to power through. But let's go ahead and get started. The product I have for you guys today is these Biling solar lights right here. I'm going to be short and to the point about this. I'm going to focus more on the review, less on the unboxing, because this is a replacement set. More on that in a moment. Anyways, we'll talk about what's in the box, what I like about these lights, what I don't, and then also at the end we'll talk about buying solar lights online because there's a lot of options. It's easy to get confused, and I'll tell you what I do when I'm looking to make a purchase because it's easy to find something you get caught up in that turns out not to be what it is. So let's go ahead and get into what's in the box.
All right, let's go ahead and take a look at what's in our box. Pretty standard packing right here. We've got everything in bubble wrap. In this box, there are 4 lights, 4 stakes, and 4 spacers. This seller also has an option with 2 of everything. These lights are also IP65 waterproof. However much you trust that is up to you. There's also an owner's manual right there and then a card to show you how to get the best use out of your lights. Here's everything in the box laid out. These lights have 2 settings, as you're going to see here in a moment. They have a high setting, which is shown first, and then a low setting, which is shown second.
Let's get into what I like and what I don't like about these lights. First thing that I really like about them is that they have an adjustable solar panel. A lot of lights on the market don't have that. This is a very good set it and forget it option. The other ones, you can't really move the solar panel around, so you're kind of stuck if you just want to leave them somewhere. You're going to be limited on where you can put them versus how much sunlight you're going to get. These ones, you don't necessarily have to do that. You can also adjust the light as well or angle it up or down with this little knob right here. I like to angle them down whenever I'm out camping. That way I just put them up above and they're not in my line of sight. Another thing I like about these lights is how these LED lights are angled out instead of just one direction like most other solar lights. All the other ones, they're going to be of the spotlight variety, and which is great if you're using them for cooking or something small, but these ones are going to light up your entire campsite. Now that I've talked about what I like about them, let's get into what I don't really like about them. And the main thing I already mentioned earlier, one of the lights did not work whenever I received them, so I had to send the originals back, and I got new ones, which was really easy to do because Amazon has a really good shipping network, and they let you ship things back and forth pretty easily. But one of them did not work. This also happened last time when my dad purchased these. However, he had chose to not send them back and we just used the other 3 of them, which worked, albeit they degraded over time due to user error and also various other things, but they worked really, really well. Also, we noticed one thing about them. This area right here between the top of the post and the light is a weak point. If you're hard on it, it's going to break, so just be very, very gentle with it. We tried to glue one back together. It did not work, so we ended up just getting rid of it. But overall, I really like these lights. If it wasn't as easy to send them back and forth, I probably would be having a different opinion. But I really do like them just for the fact that they have the adjustable solar panel. Also, they advertise a 7-hour runtime on the highest setting. You actually get more than that in my experiences. I've gotten about 9 hours. Now, I did leave them out in the sun for the entire day in direct sunlight on that case. But that's what I really like about these lights. I think they're a solid buy if you're okay with having to send them back if one does not work. Just try and not have them in the rain if you can avoid it because they say they're waterproof, but I don't know how much I trust that. Anyways, that's going to conclude the review portion of today's video. Next, we're going to look at how you can pick out some solar lights based on doing a little bit of research, reading some reviews, and not falling for those marketing gimmicks that the sellers put in to get you. Let's go have a look.
All right, here we are on everyone's favorite place, Amazon. We're going to look at some examples right here. So here's some lights that I looked at when I was looking into purchasing some lights for camping. These ones, they're spotlights, but they do have the adjustable panels. That's not something we're really worried about right now. What I want you to focus on is the information they provide and make sure you're reading it very, very carefully. If brightness is something that's very important to you, sometimes sellers, when they sell lights in bundles of 2, 4, 6, or more, they will provide the lumen total for the entire set in the top description, thinking that's the only thing that people will read. So make sure you scroll all the way to the bottom here and read all the information that they provide to make sure you're getting exactly what you want, because it would suck to think you're buying a 600 lumen light and actually find out that you're getting 6 100 lumen lights. Another tip I have for you guys is make sure you look at the reviews for these lights. As you can see, these lights right here are highly rated. You don't have to pay attention to that as much. A lot of those are just empty filler reviews. You don't have to pay attention to them. Just try and read the detailed ones, because if people are having issues with the lights, they're going to be very detailed about it in those long reviews. One thing I'll do whenever I'm looking at products, especially if it's something that I'm spending a lot of money on, is I will hit Control F if I see a review with an issue, and it'll give me all the reviews that people are talking about the same issue. And if it's a common problem, that's something I'm not gonna buy. So make sure you read those detailed reviews. People will talk about great things in those too, and you'll get to know that product that you're buying. But that's the couple of tips and tricks I have. Just look at the reviews, look at the data that's provided, and there you go.
Well, I hope you all enjoyed today's video. Thanks for hanging out for a little while and checking out some more gear with me. If you liked today's video, please hit that like button. Consider subscribing, drop a comment below. We'll be coming out with more content every Friday, so just be on the lookout for that. We should have some more outdoors-oriented content coming down the pipeline once the weather gets better and it's less rainy, less dreary. But that's going to be it for today. Thank you guys as always, and travel light.